Hi all, hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world. So I thought I'd do a quick review of this Kirk token. It's going to go up for sale on Monday to the general public, I think. It's already done like seed sale and pre-sale of like 90 cents and $1, I think, and I think it goes up on Monday for $1.10. Okay. So this Kirk, what is it all about? So it says here, redefining healthcare. Join our Web3 healthcare reformation. Are you a visionary investor? Here is a unique opportunity to not only earn substantial long-term financial rewards, but also make a profound impact on the lives of those in desperate need of medical services. Kirk bridges traditional healthcare using proprietary innovations and transforms sustainable incomes into crypto profits, unlocks sustainable high yield ROI. So if we go and have a look at the white paper, it says what Kirk is, okay, and basically it's based in Malaysia, okay, so this is where they're going to start off. He's already got experience there. If we go to his his LinkedIn profile, he's been around business for several years, and I think he's working at this George Healthcare Bernard or something, or George Medical Getaway. Okay, now if you go there, it actually comes up. The website's down, so that is not a good sign. Okay, so maybe he wants to sort that out or give us an explanation of why that's been down. It's been down for about 24 hours at least, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So you can't really look at that. Can't really do any research into that because the thing's down. So who knows if that's legit or not? Who knows? So what they're basically going to do then is once you've paid, bought all these Kirk tokens and you've given them your money basically, they're going to then go and buy these pharmacies, clinics, and diagnostic centers, okay, things like that, which are undervalued. So they're going to use their skills to get a good price for these clinics, turn them around, or just improve their efficiencies and that kind of thing. And then pay you out the profits, and they'll take 20% or something like that. I think they're going to pay out about 80%. And they say here, Kirk shall pay staked investors fixed USD rewards each month from the operations of the business each month. Kirk has zero Ponzonomics. We shall not use other investors' monies to pay out your USD rewards. Okay, so I don't really understand why they're mentioning Kirk has zero Ponzonomics. I mean, if you're a proper business, just get on with it. Why'd you have to say that? It's a little bit of a red flag, that. Okay. Why would you even think about that you're being a Ponzi scheme? Okay. So if you're buying hospitals and that kind of thing, then nobody's even going to consider that. So why have you even mentioned it? Really weird. Really, really weird. They've done lots of AMAs with people like Lou, Crypto Truth Bonds. And he's promising about 1% per day, effectively. If it'll, so earn 355% per year with Kirk. So that's roughly 1%, just shy of it. Okay. And we go to the Discord, he's got it here. This John Lim, this is Joy La, that's his name in the Discord. And basically saying the pre-sale would be your last chance to get in for those juicy airdrop, bringing you to 355% APY if you compound all of the airdrops. So that's if it's compounded, I guess. I mean, the figures are quite all over the place. Okay, it's a bit complicated, but I guess that's a maximum amount you could get if you compounded it. Pre-sale bonus. So here, staking for a maximum of 12 months will entitle you to drip down airdrop rewards with an effective APY of 114%. So they kind of mention different percentages all over, but ultimately they are pretty high. They say a minimum one. If you go to the KERC tokenomics, I think it is. Basically, here we go. On a fixed monthly basis, KERC will reward staked tokens with 1.5% of the par token price paid out in USDC every month. So you'll get paid USDC every month to 1.5%, and you get various other things like KERC tokens as well. So I guess if you compound them all, it then comes out to 355%. But if you don't, you'll get about 112%. But there's all sorts of, it just seems like there's like a minimum amount, a kind of maximum amount, I guess. I suppose that's fair enough. But even the minimum amount is pretty high. 1.5%, 1.5% is still 18%. So that is pretty good considering inflation is about 10%. If you're beating inflation, you're doing well, really. Okay, so, and if that's like a minimum amount, then it would come across as a pretty good investment. Okay, so your bonks did an AMA with John, which lasted over 3 hours, and he came across well. He answered the questions well, that's for sure. And my kind of issue, well, I went into the Discord and asked a few questions, and I asked basically a simple one, I think, and he gave me an answer, which is fair enough, his answer, but I asked him basically, you know, what is your like proof that you can actually earn these things? It's all well and good saying that you can make 1.5% a month for this new business, but what's your proof that you can actually do that, you know? And he kind of said, well, this is a new business, so I can't give you proof, okay, of that. You're going to have to sort of kind of believe me, really, in some respects. He's currently got a business where I think he's managing like 40 other practices, and they own about 9 practices as well. So he's got about 49 practices or clinics or whatever, okay? And he's saying that he's shown, it's a private company, so he doesn't have to divulge the books, but he's divulged some of the information to your bonks. That's what your bonks has told me, that he's seen the information, but he was unwilling to pass that information on to me for obvious reasons, because it's you know, an agreement between him and John. So he's obviously not going to give me the information, and John wouldn't give me any of the information either. So well, he wouldn't give it to me, so that's fair enough. That's his decision. But what that basically means is I've got to believe your bonks or other people. Okay, so and same with all the investors. Anyone who's going to invest in Monday or has already invested in the seed round and pre-sale and stuff. Anyone who's done that has basically done it on someone's say so. Okay, they haven't got proof that they can actually do what they say they're going to do. Okay, so you're taking a big risk doing that in a company that you've never even heard of, really. Okay, and it's in Malaysia, so that'd be a massive turn off for me. Okay. Now, what was the other thing I wanted to discuss? Yeah, so going back to the website. Okay, so the website here, it says it's partners with D-Hedge. So they're like a investment company. Okay, and in this on their website, they're linked here with Red Light. Okay, Red Light Network. So Red Light Network have changed their name. They used to be, I think, Red Light Finance. Oh, there is a big association with Red Light Finance, and Red Light Finance going through or people are trying to say Red Light Network, Red LC equals scam. Okay, this Leo is an international criminal and fraudster, according to this website. Okay, and if you look through it, lots of people are putting stuff down how they've lost $86,000, $6,500. 100,000, it all adds up to about $100 million from what I can gather. So they're going through so this is in Australia, so this is in Vic, so I guess that's Victoria, the state of Victoria State in Australia. And so this is like they're trying to get a class action lawsuit or something against them. So that, to me, I wouldn't want to really associate with this kind of thing, with something that's potentially scammy. All right. Now Lou, who's promoting Kirk, he's also promoted red light in the past. So again, there seems to be a sort of connection. He's, red light no district. Okay. So it seems like I know for a fact he's promoted red light finance, or he's made a video on it in the past. Okay. And he's taken that video down. So clearly he can't be happy being associated with red light finance, but because he's taken the video down. So that isn't a good look. All right. Now in the Discord, when I asked questions as well, he wasn't this John or Joyler, who's mentioned here. He wasn't particularly nice to me at certain points. Okay. He was kind of critical of me. Okay. Rude is the word that I'm looking for, actually. So I think at times he was rude to me. Okay. Which isn't particularly good, considering I wasn't rude to him. I don't think it's a good look. But then, that's up to you. That's up to him, I guess. If he wants to be that way with me. I've not been rude, or I've not said anything derogatory about him. I've said he comes across as pretty good. Okay, in these interviews, it looks like he's knowledgeable. It looks like he knows his stuff. But I'd say that some of the things he's associating with aren't good. The people who's promoting him are the same kind of people who's promoted a lot of other stuff which have gone south. For instance, Lou, Dowking, James Pelton, Jonathan Seller, all promoted things like Aviate, one of the last projects. They all promoted that. They said it was going to do really well. It's going to make 10% a month. And if you look in the Aviate Discord, massive complaints, and yet another loss. In fact, another loss was announced only a couple of hours ago. Okay, so they've lost more money on their bot trading, and they haven't even said how much they've lost. They just said they've lost. Okay, so this is a project which Lou promoted that was going to get, well, according to him, like 20%, 30%. The bots were making 1% a day. Well, now they're losing money. Okay, and they lost money last week as well. So it seems to me that this John Lim guy is getting people who are promoting his product or his token or his business, who've over-promised and under-delivered yet again. Okay. Now, another thing that worries me as well, which is another connection, says here, announcement. So this is in Famco, another connection with Lou. Hello, Famco fam. As I have teased for the past few days, we will be having an AMA with Kirk, who has shown interest in investing in Famco and obtain some of the sweet BTC, maybe because of price hovering around 30k over the past few weeks. The AMA will be happening in 2 days on Sunday, July the 23rd. Okay, so that's today, basically, my time. So what they're saying here is that Kirk are interested in investing in Famco. Now that is just really weird. Now maybe it's complete nonsense, but this John didn't seem to completely disassociate. Okay, they said they were talking with them or something, but they haven't sort of thrown it out the window and said, "Don't be silly." There's no way we're ever going to do that. They haven't said that at all, which seems ridiculous to me. You're a medical investment kind of company, and then Next minute, you might well be investing in Bitcoin miners in Argentina. That just seems wacky. Okay, it just seems well out there. Okay, that's left field, isn't it? That's the expression I'm looking for there. So that is Kirk for you. There's some, I think John Lim seems like a decent guy the way he comes across. I think he's knowledgeable, but I'd say some of the stuff he's associating with is less good. Okay, those are the kind of red flags. Also, for me, the percentages again seem very high. 355%. When you're advertising those kind of things and you're saying things in the Discord where people are going to be, I think he says people are going to be upset if they like miss this opportunity kind of thing. Okay, those kind of things. I think it feels like over promising. Okay, and I don't think you should do that. Okay, under promise and over deliver. That's always the way to go with these things. But it feels like he's happy to go along with this kind of thing. You know, putting out that you could make 355% APY. That is massive. That's I mean, great. If he does it, well done to him. Kudos. All right. But I think that's I don't think you should be doing that personally. All right. It wouldn't be something I would do, but then again, then these guys aren't me. All right. But anyway, there you go. That's Kirk. That's my kind of review of it. Let me know in the comments what you think. I definitely won't be investing in it, but if you want to invest in it, then that's entirely up to you. Okay, if you want to do it, it's your money. You do what you want to do in it. It's obviously high risk. You know, it's a company in Malaysia, but the rewards are potentially you could make 355% APY according to this John Lim. Okay. Okay. Good night.